elders' tears reflected not mere architectural disappointment, but recognition that this modest foundation symbolized their transformed circumstances. Yet even this humble reconstruction soon faced fierce resistance. The mixed population that had remained in the land throughout the exile periods, supplemented by foreign settlers, transplanted through Assyrian and Babylonian population exchanges, approached the returned exiles. With outstretched hands, they claimed the right to participate in rebuilding the temple as fellow worshippers of the God of Heaven. These people, later known as Samaritans, from their regional capital, embodied the complex religious landscape that exile had created across the former kingdoms of Israel and Judah. Their heritage wove together strands from various origins, descendants of Israelites who had escaped deportation, intermarried with foreign settlers who had adopted local religious customs. The result was a syncretic community that blended covenant practices with pagan elements, creating a religious hybrid that both resembled and diverged from the faith of the returnees. When Zerubbabel and Jeshua firmly rejected Samaritan participation in the sacred reconstruction, they weren't merely expressing ethnic prejudice. Their decision reflected profound theological convictions that exile had forged within the covenant community. The bitter cup of national destruction had taught them that compromise with foreign religious influences inevitably led down the spiral path to apostasy that had brought divine judgment upon their ancestors. Their exclusionary stance, though politically risky, represented their determination to preserve covenant purity at any cost. This principled rejection, however, ignited a smoldering enmity between the restoration community and their neighbors that would burn for centuries. Stung by exclusion, the Samaritans transformed from would-be participants to active opponents. They mounted a sophisticated campaign of political interference and economic pressure against the rebuilding efforts, whispering in Persian corridors of power that these returned exiles were potential revolutionaries, constructing not a temple but a fortress from which rebellion would spring. The effectiveness of this opposition became painfully evident when temple construction ground to a halt for 16 long years, from Cyrus's second year until Darius's second year on the Persian throne.